Hello, y'all. I'm about to do that video. I've been telling you I was going to do by at least tonight, Sunday night. This is the book on Medical Apartheid. I'm about to do it while I'm driving home. This is the review on it. And I just finished reading the introduction. And basically, it doesn't really describe the book too much to me. It gives you bits and pieces of it, but I'm just starting to read chapter 1. So that's going to be up by the end of the week. So, but basically what she says in this book is, so far, is she goes on to mention how African Americans are being used for various things with medical experiments and IQ tests and all kinds of things. What's going on there? So that's what she really mentions in this book so far. And actually, I just read from page 16 to, what page is this one? To 22. That was the other half of the introduction. And in this part of the introduction, she goes on to mention how she does extensive research into African American history when it comes to the medical side, and how certain people don't want her to tell that story. And they think it would be horrible for her to tell the story. And she explains her kind of life career, how she was a clerk working in social work and hospitals and various things. This video is going to be really short because there's not much to really talk about on this part of it. And let's see. So hopefully you guys are doing pretty well. Remember, this book is called Medical Apartheid by Harriet A. Washington. You should get it on Amazon. And definitely like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. And hopefully we can I want to get 100 subscribers by at least the end of the month. That will help, because then I can just go live on my phone and hopefully not have all these technical difficulties with my damn computer. Because I try going live on there, and each time it just messes up. So actually, let me pull over and I'm gonna do this video right. I can't do it in there, but I'm gonna just do a video right here. I was on my way home, but I'm gonna stop and do it because I want to make a phone call after this video while I'm on my way home. So, turns. All the trucks is that way. Got it. Anywho. In this other half of the book, let's see. I mean, if you want the other half of the book, you can go watch the other videos, and because they're all up there. So yeah, she actually goes on to mention how black folks are being used as guinea pigs. And she actually mentions right here, when I haltingly voiced my fears to African American acquaintances who had worked as a ward clerk in the nephrology unit, she looked at me as if I were not bright and minced no words. Girl, black people don't get organs, they give organs. Basically using us as guinea pigs. And let's see, where else did I read? Let's see. Oh yeah. It also mentions how in the medical field, some doctors see, what does it say? Yeah, some physicians told mixed stereotyped comedy with exasperation as they dismiss blacks as disease-ridden, unintelligent, fearful, distrustful, and above all, non-compliant patients. By non-compliant, doctors meant patients who could not be trusted to follow medical advice or even act intelligently in their own best interests. Basically calling us dumb, which we all know that's far from the truth. And she also goes to mention how African Americans have been used, for example, to perfect IQ tests that would prove them inferior in intelligence, to devise tripomonial tests that would prove them ridden with distinctive strain of syphilis, which we know was given to us by the government, Tuskegee experiment, to perform painful skin and visceral dissection that would prove blackness or negritude is a permanent mark of biological inferiority that exists independent of skin color. Basically, mocking our skin color, saying that our blackness is a curse or something like that, which I don't believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that you're black, you're blessed. Everyone should feel comfortable in their skin color. And then she goes to mention on that African Americans share the most deplorable health profile in the nation by far, one that resembles third world countries. When Dr. Harold Freeman observed that the health status of Harlem men resembled that of Bangladesh more closely than of their Manhattan neighbors. He did not exaggerate. Twice as many African American babies, twice as many African American babies as babies from other groups died before their first birthday. 1.5 times as many African American adults as white adults die every year. Blacks have dramatically higher rates of nearly every cancer, of AIDS, heart disease, diabetes, liver disease, infectious diseases, and they suffer even from higher rates of accidental death, homicide, and mental illness. Now my question is this: why isn't mental illness used on us when we go crazy, but when people shoot up schools and Walmarts and everything else, mental illness? African Americans also suffer from far more devastating but equally preventable disease combinations such as blindness, confinement to wheelchairs, and limb loss. Studies continue to demonstrate that far from sharing in the bounty of American medical technology, African Americans are often bereft of high technology care, even for life-threatening conditions such as heart disease. So, left out. But, let's see. And then she also goes into mention how she met somebody who didn't want her to basically make the whole story and cover all the medical abuse that Africans, I'm going to say this because we're all one people, have gone through. So, this is just me finishing up the introduction of the book. So, this week I'm probably going to post maybe two videos. And again, have them up by Saturday, maybe one video, and I'm going to do so many pages. And this is chapter 1, so get the book on Amazon or wherever you want to get it from. I recommend that. And if you could, it would help me out if you'd like, comment, share, subscribe, and share some knowledge. You know. And that's my video.